What if the quality of our life turned on our ability to control what we focus on? I remember years ago when I was teaching my oldest daughter how to ride a bike, we took her up to an elementary school that was just a few doors down from where we lived. And we used the parking lot at the elementary school because it was wide open. There were plenty of space. We didn't have to worry about traffic. We didn't have to worry about trying to train Michaela just to stay on a narrow sidewalk in front of our house. But what was fascinating is the only obstacle in this entire parking lot was that kind of in the middle of it, the parking lot kind of went around in the circle and there was plenty of spaces, but right in the middle of it, there was an old tree that they had left there for beauty and to just be a marker there in the parking lot. But what was really funny, at least funny looking back, is that my daughter would get going and be riding, but inevitably she would head directly for the tree. And I remember several times having to run at full speed to grab her before she smashed right into the tree. And there was a powerful lesson there because essentially the parking lot was wide open. There was all kinds of places for a little girl to ride her small bike without any problem, but she continuously steered right towards the tree. And then it struck me, and this lesson's always stuck with me. It's what you focus on is what you move towards. And so you always want to make sure that we focus on where I want to go and where I want to be, not what I want to avoid or what I don't want to do. Because our focus is really important. We can even make commands about it. Like, for example, if I would say, stop thinking about a blue elephant, even if you're not thinking about a blue elephant, you are now, right? So you want to focus on where you want to go. It's especially true in our spiritual lives. Sometimes we focus on the things that we're trying to get away from instead of focusing on what a rich, deep dive spirituality looks like. So how do you break up those old patterns? How do we change our focus? Let me just give you a couple of ideas. And I think one of the most critical ones is you want to make sure that you're asking yourself the right questions that allow you to focus on what you really want. You learn to break up old patterns by learning to ask new questions. So like here's some different things. Like when you run into a problem, and this is where our focus really comes in. It's we don't usually have problems if everything's going well, but when a problem arises, there's a real deep challenge to our growth. We can get focused on it, but instead, we need to ask some different kind of questions to open up our eyes and to look at the horizon again, not look at the tree in the middle of the parking lot, but look at the wide open spaces all around us. And so ask yourself some questions like this. What's good here? Because sometimes even when it looks like there's an obstacle, there might be something good there. What can you control? What can I control here? And how can I leverage what I can control to move forward to what I really want? Learn to ask new questions, and your life can slowly change. Focus is critical. Make sure you're focusing on where you want to go, not what you want to avoid. Remember, stop thinking about blue elephants. Focus on that big dream that you have. Focus on that person that God is calling you to become. Don't focus on the past. Focus on the future. Focus on wonderful, beautiful pictures of like, how can I become more grateful? How can I grow in love through this? How can I become more merciful? Those questions will change your life.